Hello everyone, Burb here. Today I will be doing an instructional run through Trackblazer. This is not a explain every tap video. This is a critical decisions video. So decisions and timings in the run that have great bearing and weight on the success of the final run. This includes a lot of shop decisions as well as when to race, when to not to race, and pretty much both summers because the summer has a great effect on the success of your run. There's a couple things that are interesting that happen this run. This is not a cherry pick run. This is actually the first run I have done with Goldship today. It is interesting. There is something in the middle of the run that sort of throws everything for a loop, so look forward to that. But we have a bit of groundwork to go through first. The character I will be running is Goldship. I've talked in mass about this character and how user-friendly she really is to build. She comes with a bunch of stamina bonus. She has mile C, which you don't even need to increase. If you are running mile C, you just ignore the first year mile races unless you have really high speed. Get 500 speed, and then you can start incorporating some mile races in when the taps are bad. Okay? Anchors Away is an incredibly good skill, especially in early game where you just don't have enough speed because it is such a long and powerful mid-race speed skill. Go Home Specialist is an innate recovery, so all you need to do is get Super Creek and get both of your gold recoveries. They both are reliable. There's your 2 recoveries, and Umastan is in your kit, which means all you have to do is get Straightaway Spurt, which I get from parents, and I highly suggest getting it from parents because the cards that give it are not particularly good in Trackblazer. I didn't put it here, but what I'm trying to get is like 1150 speed, 1000 plus stamina, 1100 is better, about 800 power, about 700 wit, and then guts is whatever it ends up being. The sparks I'm using is 21 speed, about 45 stamina, 21 power, and 21 wit. I'm kind of just using what I have. The deck is there. I will let myself answer this question because I do think I explained the deck and the sparks very well. But why is this video not 2 hours long? I do respect your time. I know that's rich coming from the person who makes 45-minute champions meeting guides. So what I have done is I have sped this up a lot. So the places the entire video is basically at 1.4 times speed when I'm actually teaching and when I'm actually doing stuff like summer. In the downtime in between, like doing races or not like doing series of stuff that's basically like the glide path, like the run is over, or there's long sections of just training. I speed that up to like 4 times. So you won't even notice it. It's muted. It's just going to be there. It ends up being about 22 minutes for this run. It originally was about an hour and 35. But you will see the shops and what I choose in the shops and my thought process for that, the summers for each ones, and the critical taps and decisions that I have made. I have made sure to curate those as best as possible. Going through the parents, I am running my Biwa that I spent a lot of time on in Unity getting. It's basically just an Ig Guts and Ig Power, so it puts it in the build, so the chance of getting these skills are there. It doesn't really have much else except Nimble Nav as well. So it does have a bunch of secondary skills, 2 Straightaway Spurt Sparks. The other side, the guest I am running for this particular one is just a long 7, I believe, or long 6. Yep, long 6 with Umastan, Straightaway Spurt, and Nimble Navigator. So those are really the 2 skills that you're looking for on Goldship because she has Umastan. That's why I think she is very easy to build. For the deck itself, I go 3 speed, 2 stamina, 1 wit, and my borrow for this is Fuku. I think this is a very strong deck. If you don't have Super Creek, borrow Super Creek instead of Fuku and run like any other speed card. You can run the Tosin Jordan card. It's perfectly fine. You will have a little bit less speed output, but the whole purpose of it is that you have 3 speed cards, so you'll hit max speed at some point. All right. If you don't have Nice Nature Wit, this is 3LB. This is 10% race bonus. The one to probably run is the obviously Fine Motion if you have her, but Marvelous Sunday Wit, 10% race bonus. Honestly, the Wit card doesn't matter too much because you're not pressing Wit too often in this long CM. It's just kind of there. Let's get this run started. I will also be, from time to time, checking in and doing a slide or 2 when it really matters. So there's 4 phases. This first one, pre-debut, I am looking to increase trainings and bonds. So throughout this process, I'm probably overlaying this right now. I am trying to increase my speed and my stamina training levels as much as possible because it allows me to not just high roll in summer. I can't really high roll both of them at the same time, both speed and stamina, because the game, you would have to have 2 speed taps and 2 stamina taps and unload all your items at once to get that. Instead, at least one of the trainings needs to be at level 3 so that when I'm not in summer, I have something to unload my items onto and get that stat up. Okay, I'm actually omitting some bond in order to train on the speed and stamina and the wit when I can, but it's not as useful. Just so that this happens. I omit a power training, I think, this time, and because the power button and the guts button needs to be an incredible tap in order to actually be as important as the speed and stamina training. If you do not know, if you do a training 4 times, it increases your training level by 1, and that increases your bonus for that stat, as well as a third of your secondary stat usually. So getting it to level 3 is really good. More is better, of course, but in this scenario, we are training very low, so it's very, very important. Stuff in this first shop because it means that you're not training. So there's stamina manuals. Those are good. We are a stamina-based character, so we're not too concerned about stamina, and the game has given us a lot of stamina taps, so I'm going to hold off on those for now. We could get the motivating, but the Vita 20 I think is the only thing that's somewhat required now. My agenda, before I go any further, I just load the G1 agenda. Basically, everything that isn't a G1 to me is sort of flexible. If the tap is good, I'm going to press the tap instead of racing. Let's just keep doing whip taps. Unfortunately, our speed, which is our hardest stat to grab, is what is going to suffer, and we may not have enough, and I may have to re-record this. But, yeah, this is kind of insane. But, hey, we have a ton of stamina, so we are at the mercy of the game to give us items to help our speed. This is tough. Finally, a speed tap. Now, we have a 13% failure chance. There's honestly not really much reason to risk that. We also have a shop coming up, I think. 3 turns. So, yeah. As I say, as I just risk it. We saved a Vita. Congratulations. Speed scrolls are going to be necessary. I will grab the megaphone as well. Let's see. The reason why I picked the megaphone is we don't have any megaphones. We are trying to start to build up our items for summer. So that's currently kind of set for summer only. If we get something better, obviously we will pick it. But for now, I could rest, train, race, train. So I think that's what I'm going to do is rest. We're all rested. That's nice. Man, having no speed is going to be tough. I did not expect this to happen. But basically, we're going to pick every speed option we can grab and try to match it. Because we are gambling on a 0% speed character. See what we get. Vita's good. Carrot's better. Cleat Hammer's fine. Guts manual we're going to let go. Grab one of these Vitas. Use the carrot. We're getting pretty good on bonds, even though we didn't really focus on it at the start. We were focused on training, specifically stamina training. This is an opportunity for us to press the speed button. We would do this. We would race. We would train. We would race, race, race. I like this. So I'm thinking forward ahead, 3 to 4 turns, trying to figure out, hey, when do I race? When do I actually do stuff? And do I do the stamina tap instead of that? We do not have a cupcake. 22 stamina is very good. I'm going to race just because I haven't really been racing before, but that is right about where the threshold is because it is a friendship training. We do win this one. Again, this mile A is paying dividends right now. Let's see. So we got probably a 70% or, yep, empowering megaphone for that. That's pretty good. And grab the Vita as well. We could wait until the turn's all over. I don't think it's completely necessary. You're going to get most of these items. Ah, jeez, these stamina taps are so good. I don't actually even mind pressing stamina. It's just 2 bonds. Perhaps we will eat this at the very end, but hopefully this comes out. So stamina's already there. I could do this wit tap. Wit is hard to come by, but because this is basically a free race, as we'll see, we're going to do the medium because she is still better at mediums. We are fighting Brian. Brian is scary with Shadow Break, but basically what happens is that the events can't happen at the end of the year. So this is basically a free race in late November. And the event for Mood Down doesn't even roll because it just can't happen because it gets just... That's fine. So second place is fine. Fuji Kiseki's tough. We don't have any spurt. But as I was saying, the mile races are there to give you additional skill points and stats a lot of times. So if you fail the mile races on a non-mile character, I know you lose some epithets. To me, it just doesn't feel like early before you know that you have a active run, as I like to call it. So in this case, if Goldship rolls spurt, then we have an active run. I don't necessarily like clocking too many times. The trouble we're having this run is because we have rolled this like 0 good stamina sparks, or 0 speed rolls, and our stamina has been so good that we basically had to press it. There's an argument some of them I shouldn't have gotten, but for now, I mean, I think we're doing fine. It's just I'm going to have to focus speed probably in this next set. So at the end of year 1, I have noticed we have incredibly good stamina. We've gotten a lot of good stamina taps. We did end up doing 3 races to finish it out, and we were able to do the mile race because we had that mile A, so we put some sparks into it. The game is just not giving us speed taps, and instead of fighting against this at this moment, we just roll with what the game is giving us. Our speed is enough to do medium races, and we have mile A, so we can do some mile taps, and we're just going to have to be very particular with the speed taps, with the stamina taps we do later. And the speed taps, we sometimes have to just be a little bit desperate and take taps just for the sole purpose of increasing our speed training level. So right now, our speed training is still level 1. We need to boost that up. We get some wit's good, wit's very good. We get our first cupcake. Cupcakes let us do rounds of 3, so basically free rage. We definitely need the speed ankle weights. We need the empowering, and we need the Vita. I like the Vita 40s. I know a lot of people don't like it. We will take the whip manual and the carrots as well. That's pretty much everything we need. And we were able to grab that because I was not really buying the minor items before. I was waiting for good items to proc because we're not just racing every time. There's a good speed tap. I think we don't want to unload it though, so I maybe could have skipped the carrot, but that's fine. Alright, there's a speed tap that has any level of stuff on it. So I think we're probably going to just take it at this point. I'm also going to use a motivating because I plan on training here and I think I'm going to get enough megaphones for summer. So that's the reason why I'm doing this, for minimal stat gain, to be honest. But honestly, I need some stamina taps because if I don't get this level 2, it's purely based on how many anklets I have. I don't like one because of the actual gamble we're doing, but also because we do have these rival races. I don't remember which one. I think it's Flower Cup. We can do a set of 2 here, rest, do a set of 2 here, rest, and then go to summer at near max energy, or at least with our Vitas. So it's good to race there. We do need to still use this mile racing that we're doing. That's another speed one. That's going to be key for this run. Let's see if I get spurt here. If I don't get spurt here, I think I'll start pruning some skills. Japan Cup, objectors, there's spurt, so we have an active run. Alright, so now that we have an active run, Goldship, what I mean by that again, is Goldship has all the skills she needs. So she has Umastan, which I'm not going to take now, it's so expensive. We have our straightaway spurt, which I think I will take, yeah. And then we have Nimble Navigator as well, which is our secondary acceleration. So we have everything in this run that we need. Of course, Long S is going to be better, but right now this is a Goldship that could possibly be the best Goldship on our account, so it is basically an ace run. Am I going to run it right now? Am I going to do that? Spurt doesn't even work on the Suzuki show, so it doesn't matter. Game essentially where we are just doing the G1s. I'll do a whip tap here. You can also use Vitas like this, where you just have the 20, and then I think a lot of people know this tech, but empowering is good. Grilled carrots, I would not do it this time. Stamina ankle weight's fine. Reset whistle's good. We need the speed. There's 2 empowerings down there. Okay. So let's grab this one and grab 1 empowering with that, and then we will have enough races to... We will lose 1. That's fine. But we will get the second one. So we'll lose one of these because we're not racing here. That's okay. But if you get a Vita, you go from 0 to 20 and you press it, you have a 3 out of 4 chance to press it. So in other words, with my luck, we're going to fail this. Thank you for the streamer luck for once. All right. So our speed is a little low from where I want it. Usually I like to have speed be the one that the game gives me, but hey, we are working with what we can get. It might be better to prune, but who knows? 1 turn left on shop. What do we have? Empowering Megaphone. Yep, that's one. Grab the Wit and Power because those are stats that we cannot generate. There's not much else that we need. We have so many. Okay. Yep, it did. So we lost that Megaphone. Lovely. We still have 3 Megaphones, so we are perfectly fine. The game is not giving us any sort of things that will help us in summer right now. 2 of our speed cards are not even close. We could buy the carrots. We could unload the Vitas on this, but I think we literally just rest. So that we go into summer at high energy. This should... Going into summer, it's not ideal. We're hoping for a couple of good items. Like we need at least 1 more energy item, and we are looking for like another anklet of speed. That would be really useful. Stamina taps in summer are not going to be the greatest because we're already at level 3. So we're really looking for speed taps to make it so that we can survive our lates. There's the energy. There's green juice. Kale juice, whatever you want. We could power tap this later. But let's look at the shop and see what we have. So, oh boy. It's a scholar's hat run, eh? Alright. Alright, the game has just given us the scholar's cap, and this means that we can get Fast Learner, which is basically a 10% discount on every skill in the game. This is like 240, let's say. Incredible value, and it should only be done when you're trying to high roll, but this basically makes this run have the possibility of being a incredible just ace that is done and I can move on. So that is why I took this. You technically don't have to take this, but I find that you learn a lot just from trying to sacrifice for this and mold your run around the scholar's hat. So if I do this, I have to do some math because we are grabbing that because we are high rolling. This changes things. We have to cupcake to get our mood back up, or we could just ignore it. If I do this, we need to do 1 race to do the scholar's hat. We can do that afterwards. We do have a stamina ankle weight. If I do 4, then we can do that plus that plus that. We also can just do Vitas. Do I have another form of recovery? I do have a 3rd Vita to possibly survive. I could just rest this, or I could just race this and be fine. I actually don't mind that because our taps are so awful, and power would be good. Power would be very good, actually. But is it required? I'm going to go with my initial thought. I'm going to grab the kale juice, and I'm going to grab this cupcake. We are going to grab that hat, so we are going to high roll. I don't normally do power taps, but hey, it is a stat we can't generate, so let's Empowering Metaphone. We're going to play this summer like normal. We are going to use, so we have 4 turns of tunnel and 1 race in order to get 275, which should be enough. It's 1 away, so we are going to have to race once. All right, so we do this. Fuku is going to delay it. There's the speed tap, and at this point I am pretty desperate for speed, so I'm going to grab it. We're not at the point where stamina taps are not fungible, so we could do this. I'm going to do all the 3 of these. How many turns do I have? 3 turns, right? We can't grab the power scroll. 4 turns, so I can do this one, that one, race one. So I do have to race next turn. So I'm basically saying, how am I going to get speed? That's the question this one. Because I have to race here to get that. Yep, I'm losing that. I'm losing a speed tap. Shinko when he's doing it. We are doing Sapporo Keenan. Maybe I should have not brought the mood up. I think that's the right call, as I shouldn't have done the mood up. But when Fast Learner hat arrives, and you've already done your Fast Learner event too, hey, we try to get the highest roll possible. It's another stamina thing there. So I believe we're 5 points off, right? Because that's the... and we had 2 turns, so we had to do that, yep. So we are racing again. Doing the rival race of the medium track. And yeah, we're trying to figure out how to get speed this run. It's crazy how fast this game changes in this scenario, because we were like just trying to chill and get speed, and now we are pretty much forced to try to high roll this. Obviously don't do this if you don't want to, but this, like, a Fast Learner Goldship just has 280 skill points. All right, so let's grab the stuff we can. Scholar's Hat. Anything else one turn, that's good. Vita's good. Stamina Scroll, I think we're not going to be able to get. Power Scroll's good in 2 turns. The manuals are just not as efficient, and we are struggling with skill points. We have 3 turns for that. We are probably resting or using this. Let's see what our tap is. All right, game. It's a funny joke. All right. Hat. Done. Yep. Ankle weight. Good luck charm. We are thinking very, very short term with this. But hypothetically, if our stamina is done, we can just tap the speed button. Carrots to get Fuku up, a bunch of stuff, another empowering we're leaving in the wasteland. There's a powering active and we don't have energy for it, right? We have a Vita 20 for a Wit Tap. Wit Tap's bad. We can't gamble, so we are racing. It's not a third race, right? It's not. Okay. It's early October. I'm dumb. All right. Shouldn't have done this. I'm making a ton of mistakes. This will be very instructive of me messing up. Early October was definitely a rest. Okay, can't QEC, it's 3 turns, right? Alright, so what we do, we look at our shop, we hope there's recovery items. There are not recovery items, there's 1 recovery item, that's fine. Speed ankle weights will be useful for later. We do need some sort of megaphone as well for later. Other than that, megaphone is good for later. Do we use something first? We do not use something first, so we're taking the megaphone for now. I'm not even going to take that, right? It's 782. The question is, do I want the Master Cleat Hammer? I do need 3 of those by the end of the game. 4 turns, rest that. Yeah. What's high roll? Going to grab the first Cleat Hammer. You collect 3 of these. I don't think they're good otherwise. This is like a pure rest turn. Another move down. And it was just my mistake that we are missing the QEC, but what can you do? We make mistakes. But the high roll says to do both of these. Grab your stamina. Grab your speed, actually. I think there's enough good stuff that I just run a one. So I'm evaluating that, hey, there's still a bunch of stuff here that I need to buy. I could have skipped that stamina scroll, but it's fine. I just stopped doing stamina later. Shops, 1 turn left on a lot of things. Try to find stuff. We have 0. Yep, we have 0, so we can grab the megaphone because it's the only megaphone we have. Speed manuals are good, but we can wait on that. We don't need anything else in the 1 turn. Miracle Cure, I think, is too expensive. I'll go over this, but like the odds you actually get Skin Outbreak is low. Obviously, you can't choose it. Your choice is to do 3. You can with a Cupcake in that, basically just race with Reckless Abandon, but I just don't find it very useful at 40 points. It's more like, is it there? It'll save your run, but I think it's way too passive to pick it up. The late surge. Not good enough there. Wit Scroll is good. Speed Manual is good. Power Manual is good. We can take a Skin Cream for safety. It's only 15. That's the difference. It's 15 versus 40. Cleat Hammer we can come back to. I like to save the points here. I still think we're still good. Third Cupcake is a little tough, but I mean, we're about to use one. We have 3 things for summer. We probably will use one if we get a good tap, but Vita 2 if it was good. I think I just full rest and I get ready to use a megaphone. Alright, we need to start tapping speed. Not good enough for anything, but we do need to at least give ourselves a chance after summer to recover from this.
Summer 2, this is everything. If we roll speed, we win. If we don't roll speed, we literally just lose. Like, this run will never have enough speed if we don't get at least probably 2 good speed taps at this point. Low speed makes it really hard to. Oh, we got power. There's any amount of speed we take. Motivate, and there's the second one. Money is fungible. Don't need the cupcake. We have enough. Alright, so. Summertime. We have everything. We have 4 things. We are burning these out, trying to do the most that we can for speed. If we don't get like 900 speed by the end of this, it's going to be very tough to get anywhere. We're also low on energy now that I see. But we do have 2 charms, so that shouldn't matter, actually. We re-roll this. It is a very good wit tap at 29. And that does give us speed, but our power is also low. Let's do 1 whistle and see what happens. Alright. We pay off. That's nice. So we can use our good luck charms first because we can get up to 60 on the last run. Or we can also just do 40. Yep, let's do it. So speed ankle weights. I'm committing both of these 2 charms to this. Confirm use. Did I not buy the other? I must have not done it yet. Also 1 turn left on that. That's fine. Yeah, we did buy another motivating, I think. Yeah, it's just we can't use it. Alright. Alright, we're getting there. 50. That is some level of speed, and Shinko's done. It's kind of crazy Shinko's been dodging this much, but here we go. Good luck charm. Alright. It's also because his power is quite low as well. Like I said, I didn't run as many power sparks as I like to. And 27, that's good. We could, yep, that's what we're going to do. Vita. Another megaphone just for this 1 tap of rest and another one. 4 speed rate. Yep, we're going all in on this. Could have saved 1. Don't see much use. There is a speed tap if we do get enough regen for this. More speed's good. We need motivatants for later. I think that's it. Vita 20, does that let us actually train it? Let's just do a wit tap. So we can grab the motivatant later. Grab the Vita 20 now. We can grab all this stuff later. We can grab a second one. We may even be able to gamble. So wit tap's bad. I think I'm up for gambling. We have 2 cupcakes. Like, this is fine. We lose it. Hey, calculated risk, right? Possibly level 4, 5%. 1,000 speed. We've officially gotten speed because we were able to continue on. Alright, so we're basically just going racing. Our is just so bad too, unfortunately, but I was talking to 50 on 70. We weren't able to get the speed to actually get enough wins. That's not what happens when you guys learn stuff as well. Wow, that's fine, I guess, but... Warnings. That's... Sure, 7 minutes. Yeah, 50, 90, 110, 125, 200, over 200 stuffs we need, right? So we're probably done. Yeah. Those are good, that's our one. Really need one just to stretch both of the last 2 turns. We'll block here because it's a real one. That's 100. Alright, no, actually. 40 we can do next mouse each. Or mouse each, just another one each. Alright, you go. You don't just get so well, you don't have movement. I think they give you they're not there. That's something. It's fine. Alright, and there is an option to continue going because we have so many cupcakes. Don't need to cure it because we are about, there's no more events left, so we're just kind of set to what it is. We have the third empowering. Do I have? Yep, I have 3, so I don't need that. I have a mood up possibly, but if we need it, so we have the mood up. We have 2 for the combo, so I do want complete hammer. I could gamble, but I won't. So let's see cards. We think 3-1. Hey, that's not great. All right, let's close this out. Do some math here. There shouldn't be a mood down because this is the end of the run. We are in a good spot. We did unfortunately lose the 60% for that 4th race. And now we basically have to say, hey, look at our shop. We have training items, a ton of them still, because we haven't really done it. We have 3 clean hammers, good luck charm, everything we kind of need, honestly. We basically do this immediately, because there's no reason not to. Ah, there is a there we go. Never mind. We have 2. So we have the Kale Juice combo for the end, just because it gave it to us at the very last second. We have stamina, speed, ankle weights. We have 3 megaphones. Let's see what we got here that we got. And yes, I should have. Oh, no, I shouldn't have. That was pretty good. I didn't do that. Wit manual is good. We just grab as much stuff as we can. Empowering megaphone's more important than that. I guess we could wait on the wit. No, wit's so important, we're so behind on it. Grab it by the 20. This thing does a guts tap, technically, but that's not going to happen. So, alright. Cool. So we have 2 empowering megaphones now? Yeah, so that helps a lot. Okay, the question is, do we high roll? So basically what we need to do now is I'm going to bring up my calculator. Our speed is 1075. 1075, and we basically, if I don't forget to use the hammers, we get 70 points left. So we are at 1145 speed, which means that if I just press the speed tap right now, I will have 21 times 1.9. It's a little more than 1.9, but it's actually 110%, so it's 21 times 2, let's say. So 42 plus 1075 plus 70 means if I press this tap, I'm at 1187, which I'm happy with. That solves one of our problems immediately. I don't feel the need to press the stamina button right now. That's bad. I don't feel the need to press power. Wit is a decent tap, but honestly, it's going to be a little tough. So I'm going to use one of the megaphones. I'm going to use a speed ankle weight just to get it out of here. I'm going to confirm the use. Let's do this. All right, so step 1, hey. 2123, 110%. Shinko Wendy brought us to the finish line. We're at 1187. Actually, we're at 1193 already. Twinkle Star Climax. Don't forget to use hammers. Might as well use all this stuff. Let's just clear out skin outbreak, even though it doesn't matter. Alright. It's actually funny that for the first time, I didn't really gamble my my 3rd Master Hammer because I've been getting them like every single time at the end of the game. And now for the first time, I'm actually good with it. That's a good stamina tap. We don't even need to use that. So yeah, I'm just going to use what's in front of me. I'm going to use the best stuff that I have on when it happens rather than gambling later on what I don't have. So I will go and press this button to get my stamina to 1074. There is, what, 30 left? Calculator. So 30 left. So I'm at 1074 plus 30, plus 50, sorry. Is 1124 stamina. So we are very good because we also have Hakadate, or we have Hanshin race course already. So we are basically at, we are at blue, gold, and then we are at gold-white recovery area, but I like to still be safe about it for debuffs. Goldship's usually my tank because she just kind of wins without skills, so it's like if I lose some. Alright, and now we have probably another stamina tap, or a wit tap. We want something, and we have these, so let's actually use the reset whistle. We might as well use the megaphone right now. And we have 2 of them. And it's not shiny, so I probably don't even need to look at it, so let's just try again. I also wouldn't mind a wit tap because it does max out speed. Hey, it's shiny now. What is it shiny for? It's shiny for stamina. Wit's bad, speed's bad, power's bad. Everyone's on guts. This ain't even a bad tap. Holy, if I would've gotten the guts tap, man. Oh, I did get it. It just rolled off. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so what is this? 1094 plus 30? I don't normally go this into depth with this, but 1094 plus 30 means we are at 1124 stamina right now, which I like to do 2 gold recoveries with that anyways. We can get that to 1164. 1164 speed, a little bit of extra stuff. This guts tap is very good. I technically lost, what, 4 stats of guts because I didn't do it and a couple extra bits of power. This maxes speed. I like this tap. Let's do it. Now let's see. Also could have used, yep, nope, I used all 3, so that's fine. So at the very end, we are left with just a singular good luck charm. I feel like we used our items pretty effectively. We only had 10 shot points left. We only had a Vita 65 and another clean hammer in the shop. I did use that, right? That would be very sad if we didn't. And hey, I think we got the best Uma that we could, given the circumstances. It's a little bit low wits, but hey, this is perfectly fine. Like, there's a lot of downhill, but like, people aren't gonna even have stamina, and this has a lot of skills. So we overcapped by speed by 3. It was almost perfect. 2306 fast learner. This is insane. Let's go and pick the skills. So first of all, required skills, Uma stand, required skill. I say required skill, but it's because it's on the character, right? So you might as well pick it up. If to do or spurt is the next required skill. Spurt, required skill, secondary acceleration. Bonk, done. All right, nice to have. Required is swinging maestro. We are at 1124. So I would like a second recovery. This is my tank character, so I will spend the 272 for it. I could go just white as well, but I feel like there's no need to gamble that. Yeah, but we'll hold off on that then. That's fine. We'll see what skills we got, because we did get a lot of skills. Early start's not the greatest on Goldship, but also because it's 0.05. Radiant Star is a funny skill. That could be a secondary one. Let's do play times over. Let's do ECS, ECC. They are very expensive, actually. Pressure, I don't like. Long straightaways is good. No corner skills. That's funny. That we are thinking. Masteral Gambit is Storm and Drung. It's a little weird. Ramp up is short. Straight Adept's good. Pro Curve is almost required. If you have it, it's like probably the best skill that you have. Hanshin Race Course, we could pick this for stamina. Alright, so let's look at our late race. We could do something really funny that I may just decide to do because we're long S. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 400 meters 2 cope for 4th or better. We have Uma Stand. I'm seeing a lot of end closers. There's really only been Kitasons and that. If we are on the final 400 meters, let's just look at the race course real quick. is where? So 1067, 700. The final straight is what? Straight 4 starts at 2850. So directly before the final straight, if we are in 4th or better at this point, are we good? I mean, it just feels like it's an instant win if that happens, because we just have so much speed. We also can just try to roll with 1 and make this the paper Uma. So I don't even mind that. We also could just gamble with Radiant Star. It's not a great skill, and we have enough accelerations. We could just do this. ECC, because we don't have corner skills, and end corners or straights is good. It's a 0.25 that may or may not happen. That's what I'm trying to say. Are we able to get a white skill? Are we 1 point off? We are not. I really like this build, actually. If we proc the white, we're good. If we proc the gold, we're good. If we proc the white with the stamina, we're fine without a debuff. Like, there's a lot of situations where we live. There's low wit, but who cares? Like, we get to the front somehow, and we win. We have Umastan. We can just high roll Umastan. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 late race squads. Let me just make sure Nemesis actually translates well. All right, so Nemesis is, so it's 4th through 7th is overtake. So the situations where Nemesis is going to occur, then that means that Barker Roll is going to proc. So hypothetically, we have Nemesis into Barker Roll, which will then mean that that's a situation where Rudolph ult procs, and then when QED is who we're going to pass. So if we hypothetically pass somebody on the final corner, or going to pass someone on the final corner with Nemesis, that's the second one. And then when the second one passes, and we pass somebody on the final straight in the front of the pack, that would mean that 3's pass, which means we have Rudolph, and then we pass for... That's funny. We pass for Biwa. So I'll explain this after I take it, because I'm doing this. It's too funny. All right. 0.15, it's a white skill. So we don't have a better white skill to take, probably. All right. Okay. Any green skill is good? No. Ramp up we could take, but hey, that's less funny. I mean, I like this. I really like this build. Holy moly. We could take long straights as well instead. Do we take long double straights? We have long single straights. We have end closer straights. Do I like corners better? I think we are actually lacking mid race, so I don't mind the double corners. I did it. All right. This preparing on Goldship is a little interesting. Has like all the end closes behind it though. All right, let's break this down. So the actual course again. Hypothetically, with this character, it's probably not happening. Let's go over to Hanshin. 3,200 meter. All right, hypothetically, final corner happens. We are hitting, and we're going faster than everyone else because we are a end closer. So hypothetically, we're in the middle of the pack. If we're not in the middle of the pack, we are winning because we are in second place as an end closer, unless there's a better end closer, but unfor it. We proc Taishin because we are procking somewhere between 4th through 7th as an end closer. So we're going to pass somebody on this final corner somewhere along this time. We pass somebody up here with Nimble, right? We pass somebody here because of Nemesis. That speed keeps going, and we somehow pass somebody at any point in the rest of the race to hit Rudolph ult. Or it doesn't proc, and we pass somebody on the final straight in the front of the pack because we are in the front of the pack now. Let's say we're at 7th. We hit Nemesis into 6th. We pass somebody into 5th. Rudolph ult into 4th. That's 3. And then we bark roll of blessings because we are 4th or better. And we pass somebody in order to hit Biwa ult for 3rd. So it's just kind of really funny how we have all these ults that chain together. Is it cope? Yes. All right. But if it does happen, it's going to be really funny to watch. So I hope you enjoyed. This, again, is the Uma. This, again, is the build. I probably will be dubbing over this later. So I'm working on the End Closer guide. Hope you enjoyed. This is a little bit different to my normal content. So, yeah. Hope this helped. Burb out.